Brick Chick here, and welcome to Q&A Tuesday. In this video, I'm going to be answering a ton of random questions that KHeartBricks24 and Guy the Brick King have asked me over the past couple of weeks. Both of them have asked me a lot of questions, so I figured I'd just answer them all in one video. Most of these questions are pretty short and I'll have simple answers for them, so this will kind of be a lightning episode of Q&A Tuesday. First, I'm going to answer a lot of questions that KHeartBricks24 has asked me. First, he asked, do you play any instruments? If so, which one? No, I don't play any instruments. I guess I'm just not that interested in playing one, but I did play violin for 3 years, flute for 1 year, and the drums for 1 year. Next, he asked, do you like school? Yes, I actually really enjoy school. My favorite subjects are math, science, and history. The only subject that I don't really like is English, just because I don't really like writing papers and essays. What is your favorite fruit? That's actually a really hard question for me to answer because I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I absolutely love fruit, and I love every kind of fruit. There's not a kind of fruit that I don't like. But if I had to choose, I would probably say strawberries. What is your favorite style of building in Lego? I didn't know there were styles of building in Lego. I guess I would say modern. I don't really know the styles of building. What is your least favorite color? I've never really thought about this before, but I guess I'd have to say my least favorite color is brown. What was your favorite animal when you were younger? Ever since I can remember, my favorite animal has always been dogs. In fact, my first stuffed animal that I got when I was a baby was a dog, and I think I still have that somewhere. If you could go anywhere, where would you go? I'm guessing you mean as like a vacation, and I would definitely have to say Italy, specifically Rome. I have always wanted to go to Rome to see all the ruins and the Colosseum and everything. I love learning about ancient Rome, and I think it'd be so cool to actually go there. If Lego didn't exist, what would you do for a hobby? I've never really thought about this before, but I would have to say photography. I love taking pictures, so if Lego didn't exist, photography would definitely be my hobby. What is your favorite kind of car? I would definitely have to say either a Corvette or a Mini Cooper. A Corvette is definitely my favorite sports car. They're just so cool looking, and every time I see one I just have to stop and stare at it because they're just so cool. And I don't know why, but I recently became obsessed with Mini Coopers. They're just so cool. So a Mini Cooper is my realistic dream car, and a Corvette is my unrealistic dream car. What is your favorite state? Well, I would probably have to say either Colorado or Arizona. I love Colorado. I love being in the mountains and hiking, and it's just so pretty there. My family's been there 3 times for vacation. I just love going there. And then this past summer, my family went to Arizona for vacation, and that was so cool getting to see the Grand Canyon. And what is your favorite website to shop for Lego? Lego Shop at Home, Bricklink, etc.? Well, I get most of my sets from my local Lego store because it's more convenient for me, but when they don't have a certain set in stock, I order it from Lego Shop at Home. And then Bricklink is completely different from Lego Shop at Home because I get Lego sets from Lego Shop at Home, but Bricklink I can get individual pieces. So I can't really pick a favorite because they're so different, you know, one you get sets from and the other you get pieces from. And now I'm going to answer a ton of questions that Guy the Brick King asked me. The first question he asked is, what's the worst thing that's ever happened to any of your Lego bricks? Since Lego pieces are pretty good quality, they don't typically break, but recently I have accidentally broken some Lego pieces. So sad. I know I recently broke a 2x2 plate. I posted a picture of that on my Instagram, and then I also recently broke some hinge plates. And here they are. So if you saw my Lego Park mock video, there is a bridge in that mock, and I used a bunch of hinge plates to make that bridge, and in the process of building it I had to move some hinge plates, so I removed them with a brick separator and they just snapped in half. I was honestly just in shock after that happened because that has never happened before. I know hinge plates are kind of fragile and they've come apart before, but they actually broke this time. Part of this actually came off, so I can't fix them. So I guess I'll have to be more careful next time. Rest in peace, hinge plates. Next, he asked, what's your worst injury from Lego bricks? Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how many times I've injured myself while building. Talk about tough love. Most of the time it's with like regular Lego plates, especially the 16x16 ones. The corners on those are so sharp, and sometimes I just move my hand and it grazes the corner, and most of the time it's just a scrape, but I've actually cut myself and started bleeding before. You can't really see it on camera, but I actually have a small scar on my thumb from being cut by a Lego plate. Next, have you ever found Lego before? If you have, how much? If you're asking have I ever just found a Lego set lying on the floor before, then sadly no. Have you ever sold any Lego sets? Nope. The only reason that I ever would sell a Lego set is if it's about to retire, or it's a limited edition set that I could make some money off of by selling on eBay. What's the best deal you've ever gotten on Lego? Well, I actually did get a really good deal on Lego once. I made a video on it sometime last fall. So my family and I were volunteering at our church's rummage sale, and there were 2 Lego sets there. One was a Star Wars X-Wing fighter, and the other one was a Technic set. And they were only $5 each, so of course I got both of them. And they weren't sealed, they were slightly used, and there were a couple pieces missing from both sets, but the pieces that were there were in great condition. So basically, I got a bunch of awesome Lego pieces for a great price. Do you feel like you've ever been ripped off by Lego? So I've kind of talked about this before, but you know, Lego sets can be a little bit overpriced sometimes, but I've never bought any sets that are ridiculously overpriced. Like that one City space shuttle a couple years ago was ridiculously overpriced, so obviously I didn't get that. So I don't really feel that I've ever paid too much for any Lego sets that I've bought, but I do feel like I paid too much for a Lego base plate that I bought. I made a whole video ranting about this a year or so ago, and I'm still mad. So for Christmas 2 years ago, I asked for a bunch of Lego sets, and then I just asked for a base plate. I was like, why not? You can never have too many base plates. So I asked for one. I got it on Christmas, I opened it, and it was the wrong color. It was the bright green color of base plate instead of the darker green color that Lego had been making. So I went back and looked at the order to make sure I didn't order the wrong color of base plate, and I looked at the picture and it looked like a dark green base plate and not like a bright green base plate, so I feel like I was kind of tricked. So yeah, I am not happy about that. I like the dark green base plates a lot better than the bright green base plates, and now the only way I can get them is on Bricklink, so they're a lot more expensive. Have you ever stolen Lego? Definitely no. And finally, have you ever lost any Lego sets or pieces? Great question. So I know that I haven't lost any Lego sets, but I'm pretty sure that I have lost some small Lego pieces like studs. Those are so small you can lose them so easily, and I'm sure there are some somewhere on the floor. And that concludes this episode of Q&A Tuesday. Thank you so much to kheartbricks24 and Guy the Brick King for asking all of those awesome random questions. Make sure to check out both of their channels. Guy the Brick King has made some really cool mocks, and kheartbricks24 just recently made a really cool modern house mock, so make sure to go check that out. I hope that answered all of you guys' questions, and if you guys have any more questions for me, please put them in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like, and thanks for watching, guys.